Good morning, class. Pick up a piece of paper on the floor, under your chairs and tables. Okay, let us all pray. Ryan, please lead the prayer. Okay, class, is there any absence today? Look at these pictures and tell me what it is. Chanel? Very good, it is eyes, nose, tongue, and ear. And this is a skin. Class, can you still remember our lesson yesterday? Now, it's time to see if you recall everything. I'd like to show you something. I have a chart for measuring the temperatures of materials. I'd like to tell me if it's hot or cold. Do you understand what I'm saying? For juice, cold. Ice cream, cold, that's right. Fire, hot, that's right. Coffee, hot. Pizza, hot. And ice is cold. Very good. What do you see in the picture? Okay, a boy. Tell me what sense organ you see in the face of the boy. Okay, tongue, nose, eyes, ears. That's right. And also it has a skin. What is in the pictures? Right, 5 senses. And what are they? Nose, ear, eye, tongue, and skin. That's right. Now, tell me what is the function of each sense organ. The eyes is for sight or seeing. The ear is for sound or hearing. The nose is for smell. The tongue is for taste. And the skin is for touch. Very good. Today, I will divide the class into 2 groups. This will be the group 1 and this will be the group 2. Before we start our activity, what you should remember? Help and cooperate with each other. That's right. Always remember those words of class, okay? Okay, each group needs to be active in answering the question and each members of the groups are required to answer. Is that clear, class? Everybody read the instructions. Can you tell which sense organs you will use to describe the following? Number 1, the height of the building. The eyes. Number 2, the taste of ampalaya. The tongue. Number 3, the textures of a silk cloth. Skin. Number 4, the fragrance of sampaguita. Smell. The beautiful music. Ears. The heat of the hot pot. Skin. The color of your friend's eyes. Eyes. The flavors of your mother's recipe. Tongue. The sound of the guitar. Ears. And the temperature in Baguio City. Skin. Let us proceed to our discussions for today. Our lesson today is about sense organ. How many sense organ do we have? That's right. We have 5 sense organ. Very good. Now, I will give each group a reading materials, read it, and after that, I will ask some questions. Okay, let's read your reading materials. The parts and functions of our eyes. Our eyes help us to see. It has different parts that work together so we can see things around us. The cornea is like a clear glass that covers the front of the eye. The iris is the colored part of the eye. It lets just the right amount of light to enter the eye. At the center of the iris is the pupil. The pupil is a circular hole where light enters. Next to the pupil is the lens. The lens focuses the image we see onto the retina, located at the back of the eye. The retina is like a screen, where the image of the object seen is focused. The optic nerve connected to the eye sends the message to the brain to tell about the image seen. Now, we are done in eyes. Be ready for my questions. How will you describe a cornea? Okay, clear glass that covers the front of the eyes. Iris is it is the colored part of the eyes. It is a circular hole where light enters. Pupil. The lens focuses the image you see onto the retina located at the back of the eye. It is like a screen where the image of the object seen is focused. Retina. What is the function of optic nerve? Okay, it is connected to the eye, sends image to the brain to tell about the image seen. I will show a pictures and tell me if it shows a proper way of carrying the eye and if it is not. Answer if it is proper way or not. For number 1, reading in a dark room. Not. Number 2, watching very near the television. Okay, not because it has radiation. Number 3, wearing sunglasses on a sunny day. Okay, proper way. Using goggles when swimming. Proper way, it can protect your eye. Very good. All of your answers are correct. Parts and functions of our ears. Our ears help us to hear sound. It has different parts that work together so we can hear sounds. The outside of the ear is called the pinna. This is the part that you can see where the girl's earring is pierced. The pinna collects sound and directs it into the ear canal. The ear canal is like a tube where earwax is formed. The ear canal directs the sound into the eardrum located at the end. The eardrum is like a thin piece of skin, stretched tight like a drum. When sounds reach the eardrum, it shakes or vibrates. There are 3 small bones connected behind the eardrum. These bones are called hammer, anvil, and stirrup. When the eardrum vibrates, these 3 bones that are connected one after another also vibrate. The cochlea detects with vibration. The cochlea is the snail-like part which is filled with liquid. When the liquid inside the cochlea vibrates, it sends message to our brain through the auditory nerve to tell us about the sounds we hear. Okay, question for the ears. Which part of ears collects sounds? Right, pinna. What happens to the eardrum when the sound reaches it? Okay, it shakes or vibrates. What are the 3 small bones that connected to the eardrum? Hammer, anvil, and stirrup. Okay, number 1, listening to loud music. Not. Inserting sharp objects in the ear. Not, because it can damage your ears. Okay, using clean cloth in wiping the outer ear. That's right, it is a proper way. Okay, having a doctor check the ears is proper ear. Next is nose. Parts and functions of the nose. Our nose helps us to smell things around us. We use it to breathe. The nose is made up of the nostrils, nasal cavity, and nerves. The nostrils are the 2 holes of the nose. Inside the nostrils are hairs that keep dust out of the nose. When you inhale, air enters the nostrils and passes through the nasal passages and into the nasal cavity. The nasal cavity is the space behind your nose, in the middle of your face. Its walls are wet, warm, and covered with mucus, a sticky liquid. Mucus traps dust, dirt, or germs which enters the nostrils and were not filtered by the nose hairs. Inside the nasal cavities are nerves that pick up the scents carried by air. The nerves in the nasal cavity send messages to the brain which interprets what we have smelled. Okay, the question for nose. What do you call the 2-hole opening of your nose? That's right, it is nostrils. Next, what is the purpose of the hairs inside the nose? That's right, it keeps the dust out of the nose. Okay, here is a pictures. Tell me if it is proper way or not. Okay, using sharp objects to clean the nose. Okay, not. Covering the nose while passing a dusty. It is a proper way. Blowing the nose hard. No. Okay, using clean clothes in cleaning the nose. Okay, it is proper way. Next is the tongue. Parts and functions of the tongue. The tongue is the sense organ that helps us taste all things we place inside our mouth. It has taste buds embedded in it. The taste of the food passes through the bumps of the tongue, the taste buds and nerves endings. The nerve sends messages to the brain which interprets the taste of the food. Okay, for the question, it has blank embedded in it. That's right, it is taste buds. Okay. It sends a messages to the brain which interprets the taste of the foods. Right, nerves. Okay, here's a pictures and tell me if it is a proper way or not. Eating hot foods. Okay, not. Check the tongue when it has sores. Okay, proper way. Using a tongue scraper to clean the tongue. Proper way. Brushing teeth. Proper way. That's right. While brushing your teeth includes to clean the tongue. Okay, for the last sense organ is the skin. Parts and functions of the skin. The skin is the outer covering of our body. It protects the body from losing too much water, injuries, and infection. It helps maintain body temperature and help us sense our. The skin consists of two layers. The epidermis is the outer layer of the skin on the surface on which dead skin cells are found. It is the part that we can see and touch. The dermis is the inner layer of the skin which contains blood, which contains blood vessels, nerves, sweat glands, and oil glands. Taking a bath every day. Proper way. Walking with bare feet. Not. Wearing clean clothes. Proper way. Drinking plenty of water. Proper way. Question: what is the specific work of our eyes, ears, nose, skin, and tongue? The eyes is for seeing. The nose is for smelling. Ears is for hearing. Tongue is for tasting. And skin is for touching or feeling. Okay, for next question. What do you think would happen if you do not have sense of sight, sense of smell, sense of hearing, sense of taste, sense of touch? Okay? Okay, we will have problems with everyday life. Losing one's senses can also cause a serious health problems. Okay, for your activity, under column B, write the sense, and under C, write the sense organ used for the observation in column A. Number 1 is the sky is blue. Next, the alarm clock is ringing. Number 3, ouch, this pin hurts. Number 4, how fragrant the ilang-ilang is. Number 5, mother's adobo is really delicious. Okay, answer that. Okay, for your assignment, how do you take care of your five senses? Write it on your notebook.